Here we are. Well, the rarest item in my inventory sounds like a legitimate, nerd song, honestly. Anyway. A game too insane for stereoscopic 3D. That's not usually a metric you imagine stereoscopic 3D being involved in. Oh, it's fine. Okay. I've finished quitting the game now, and I should have this set to the right location. Good. Alright, where did I leave off? Oh yeah. So we're down to just 2 required levels to unlock the way into the fortress here. I might be able to get to the exam of Chapter 3 today. We'll see. Alright. What is with this? What is this? This is activated by that. Oh yeah, because if you come in from there, then things happen. Alright. In we go. Buried Basin. Once every year, the ensuary floods rise and paint over the continents of the surface with a covering of water, until only the highlands remain protruding above a vast ocean. Then the floodwaters recede, sinking deep into the soil, finding trails that lead to streams that lead to mighty rivers below the surface, carving out immense caverns that are never seen by human eyes. Every now and then, one of these rivers finds a new course and hurries away, leaving behind a pool that lies forgotten in the darkness, silent and unchanging. Ethro knew there would be one of these pools near the settlement. Any exploration of the underground caverns will lead to stumbling across such a pool sooner rather than later. They're not difficult to find. And that means that the many kinds of monsters that prefer to live in water have no difficulty finding them either. Alright. Welcome to Water Skippers. Don't get killed by that one. There we go. We are already leaving water skippers behind in favor of roaches, I see. I mean, not necessarily completely leaving them behind, but I see. The only way out of this room, once you enter this puzzle area, is to finish the room and go west. Okay, so we're also introducing bridges, is that right? Have we seen bridges before in this world? I don't remember for sure, but I don't think so. Right. So we got water skippers and bridges. You know, I've never actually counted for myself just how many different elements Deadly Rooms of Death has that would be worthy of, say, introducing one by one. So, it makes sense to me for some of them to be introduced two at once. I need to find a way to... There we go. Push that clean off to the west. I think I can make this work. This is much more awkward than it probably needs to be, but yeah, I can make that work. Okay. Well, I guess since I'm being forced to go this way, I'm gonna wait and go south later. Let's go ahead and continue the adventure of bridges. So this closes the force arrows there. We need to hit that without hitting every trapdoor. Alright. So I definitely need to do that to be able to bring the platform all the way across. I think the trick is not to break this trapdoor next to me here, because I can make just enough room by getting rid of that northern one to be able to bring my boat across to the button. I know that's not a boat and this isn't a button, but I've realized that I have a certain, let's say, linguistic habit of ignoring sometimes the proper terms for things in favor of, like, generic terms for things. Like, I don't always do it, but I do it awfully often. Okay, don't drop all the bridges. Leave at least one tile of bridge. To begin with, I have to drop this bridge. The bridge that this queen is on, I think I have to drop it. And then I also need to drop this bridge, don't I? Because the roach is on this one. So... I can see one trapdoor I could avoid dropping, but... Oh, I can push the queen south and not have to drop the northern bridge, I think. I think that's the trick. So what I need to do is very particular. Wait here. Then... no. I need to go about this the right way, I suppose. There we go. That should make it doable. Alright, now just drop in the south bridge. Don't burn your bridges, and don't drop them in the water either. Alright, here we just need to drop all the trapdoors, with the restriction of bridges and the added restriction of arrow rotation being a thing. How far can I get without rotating a single force arrow? That's my first question. I can get this far. Okay. I'm assuming all of them are actually supposed to be necessary, so I don't expect this to work out for me. I never really know how to think about force arrow rotation rooms, honestly. It's just kind of weird. I guess it's a matter of this being like a global state that I don't really know how to think about the superposition of, or whatever. Like, I don't have a good internal heuristic for thinking about, like, how, like, what rotations are available to me, and when I'll be able to use them. I don't know if I can really put it into words. Yeah, I don't really know the right way to deal with force arrow puzzles, other than just kind of wandering around. Not force arrow rotation-based puzzles. I've also struggled to ever build it. I built like one in the level token trouble, and that was hard enough for me to come up with as it was. I guess the key thing for this room is I need to figure out which force arrow is really causing me a lot of trouble, and try to target that as the main thing to fix. So I'm thinking my main candidates are all along this column. Because this column has a problem, right? If I come to it from the south, I have no way to go through. If I come to it from the north, then I still have to somehow get this arrow. To get that arrow, I'd like to rotate it that way, but then I can't travel south through this. And it would require more rotation than I have available to make that work. If I use all 3 green arrows, then that would have that facing north, which I could work with, I guess. Yeah, if this was facing north, then I could easily go here, go east across it, and then presumably finish the room. So maybe my goal should be to end with all the tokens being red? That runs into a problem pretty quickly. Although I am going to be back on this island, so maybe it'll be okay. No. Okay. Maybe that's the wrong order to do the islands in. That's no good. I need all three to be able to get that. Although if I really think about it, I can't traverse that path southward anyway if I hit all three of them. I think we might have found an element that I'm worse at dealing with than snakes. It's just these are so rarely in official puzzles in the first place. It's rare to find puzzles specifically dedicated to them, that I really just don't have the practice thinking about them to quite understand like the right way to imagine strategies for them. Maybe if I do this, then I could duck south here, then I could go around, and is there any setting where it would be possible to traverse east across the south end, but also still hit that trapdoor to the south of me now? Or should I aim to go around and then back? There isn't really enough space to do that either. Yeah, that's the thing that's weird about rotator tokens. It's like they serve a similar purpose to disabling the arrows to some extent, but at the same time they're like a weird local problem that you have to think about a global state to solve. That's the weird thing about them. There's not very many things like that in Drive. Most problems are either entirely local or entirely global, right? Like the power token is entirely a global problem. It affects the whole room and it says, okay, now you can do orbs, or it wakes up all of the Fagundos in the room. You know, it does that. Or like a roach is a completely local problem. It's like, just focus in on this roach and you can see that you need to deal with it somehow or another. You know, if it's close to you, you need to kill it quickly. If it's far away, you may need to manipulate it. But you can focus your eyes on just that roach and focus your thinking on just that roach when you're trying to understand how to deal with it. Yeah, I'm convinced this trapdoor here is the main problem of this room. If I can find a way to deal with this, then I should be mostly finished. The only additional hiccup being fixing these two so that I can leave. But hopefully figuring that part out will also solve the other part, because it seems like there's relatively few paths through the room that would solve that in the first place, and so one of those few options would have to be the way to handle the rest. I'm sure I could enjoy it if I could understand it. It's just that I'm not very good at understanding it. Yeah, now we're stuck. Yeah, I mean, it's not so bad when you're using a rotator token as like a single thing that you need to do to handle one single problem. But when you're given just free access to a pile of them, or, not necessarily free access, but there just is a pile of them in the room that you need to do something, you need to achieve something with, it's a little harder to make sense of. Yeah, that's no good. I don't think there's any... Yeah. Let's think about this another way. This island up here, were there no force arrows whatsoever, the way that things are connected, this island has 3 connections. From a purely graph theory standpoint, that doesn't work. That means you actually have to enter this island one way, exit it another, and along the way just drop a trapdoor that you aren't using as a path. The same is true of the West Island. The West Island only has one way in and one way out, regardless of which way you go about it. This rotator token is a different matter because you can move diagonally to go around it. There's complication involved everywhere else, but with these 2 islands, you can really only enter and exit each of them one time. So I think... it doesn't make any sense to guess that I would have to... cut the west way off of this island. In fact, because I need to hit this trapdoor, I have to use this one. So one of the south exits to this island is a false exit that I shouldn't be using to travel. I should just be using it to duck in and get the trapdoor. I think my instinct earlier that I should try to get this one from the north and this one from the south, I think that might be correct, but I'm not entirely sure that there's a way to arrange these 2 arrows to make that possible. If I just arbitrarily hit this arrow, then I do this. Yeah, now I have a problem, which is that there's no way off this island. If too many arrows are green, I guess, or something, then there's no way off this island in this direction. Maybe if I try going in here first, try to plan out which way I want things to be when I get to that island. Got that. Then... yeah, then I have no way of dealing with this. So don't have that. These? Oh, it's worth noting that I can't actually get this from the north if I'm not going to use this to traverse. With these two tokens, there's no way to allow myself southward. So this configuration won't work. If I'm not planning to use this way to travel, if I've concluded that there's no way I can use it for that, why am I leaving this trapdoor on my way in? I should just get rid of it now. That makes things much simpler, because now I can focus on, I can get rid of this, and for the rest of the room I just need to focus on making sure that I have a way out of this island, and that I can drop the troublesome trapdoor from before. So no way off the island if I activate that token. This lets me off the island, but then I can't hit this. Oh, actually... Oh, that's so close. That's awfully close. Oh wait, no it's not. That's right. I just didn't realize it. Okay. Alright, so... While I'm not necessarily any better with arrow rotators, it turns out that this room is not really about them, actually. I mean, it has them, but this is really about thinking about connections between the trapdoors. Like, once you understand that you need to drop, you can only traverse this island once. You need to drop one from the north and one from the south in this line. That helps things fall into place a lot better. It really eliminates a lot of the options that seem to be present. Once you realize that you have to, do things that way. Okay, what are we dealing with here? My goal is to blow up this roach, which means I need to hit this button. If I hit this button, it will light that up. It will light that up, which does nothing. That would light this, would light that. Would light those. Light this, and that, and that would blow it up, I guess. Or this would blow it up, and that would blow it up, and that would blow it up. So if I could teleport to the button right now, the room would be solved. But obviously I can't do that. I'm pretty sure that the key problem is keeping useful bombs around, because all these bombs are on bridges. So as it stands right now, I have to cut one of these three. So I need this one, no matter what. This one could be lit by either of these. This one could be lit by either of these. I've noticed that some bombs are just not actually useful while I was tracing through there. This one doesn't really do anything, I don't think. What if I just greedily go through the center? If I just do this, is there a path for the explosion to take? You can go here and no. Okay, so actually this is useful. This is getting that one. And this is getting that one, but that one... Oh, this one isn't doing anything. This bomb does nothing. So maybe I should try to go through that one. Oops. Without blowing myself up. Let's just test this. Nope. Something I cut was necessary for that path, and it was this one. So I can't cut this one if I'm going to do that in the north side. What about this one? That should work. This would blow that bomb up, which would make its way up and around. I think I can get rid of this one. And I know this one is useless. Don't stand in the explosion, please, room. Nice. Oh. We have a further complication, I see. Okay. Didn't think about that. Okay, that does it. That works. I wasn't really thinking about that while I was deciding which ones to get, because I didn't notice that green door until I'd already thought I'd solved the room. I guess that works fine. So this just seems to be an ordinary horde room, but over bridges. Looking carefully at this, I'm pretty sure that all of the bridges in this room are supported by trapdoors. So basically, a path that drops the trapdoors that queens are relying on, while making it back to the entrance would be good enough. Oh, this is awkward. I don't think I'm in trouble there. Might be in trouble as far as being able to kill enough roaches. Let's see. I can actually do this. Okay, this is a little better. Careful here. Yeah, this won't work. Where did I mess up? I probably needed to traverse, I don't know, south maybe? Maybe I should start south. Okay, I think I see what I should do. Start going this way. Careful how I drop the doors. Don't do that either. Do this. This. I don't even need to stab that queen. Now go south. Get rid of that. And I don't need to be going down that path. Oh, that's no good. I messed up here. I needed to get that, then come back across like that. I needed to hit this. Fairly easy challenge, if not what you need to do to optimize this room is stab no queens. Like, you know, only stab roaches, don't stab any of the queens, just kill the queens entirely by dropping bridges. I don't know if that really qualifies as a challenge, considering it's basically how you would want to solve the room, to do it efficiently enough. Not efficiently enough. You do it efficiently, period. I probably shouldn't have brushed in so soon. Hello. I dealt with this part before without that much difficulty. Wait here again. There we go. That solves that. Ta-da! All right. And that was the path of the bridges, I think. Does Doesn't look like there's any other stray rooms in this direction. The path of the bridges had a few water skippers toward the beginning, but was pretty light on them. But here's... the path of the bridges did split off from here. So now is presumably the path of the water skippers. Okay, what should I prioritize? I should probably just hit the orb as soon as I can, honestly. This is... I need to remember this is one of the first rooms, and not like a hyper-advanced range water skipper orb room. Yeah, not too bad. Okay. So here... we have this nice big raft. And while I do say nice big, it means that it's very easy for it to be blocked by skippers. If you're not careful about it. I mean, I guess the fact that it's big enough to have safe, completely safe tiles is nice. But if you're not careful, even with a nice big raft like this, you can easily get yourself stuck. So I noticed this way to go south. This room seems concerningly straightforward. I feel like I'm missing some aspect of it that's going to make it very difficult if I'm not careful enough. Yeah, there's a big pile of them down south of me, but it's nothing unmanageable. I guess this is just a relatively straightforward water skipper horde room. It does involve bridges, yes, but... there's lots of safety that you won't get overwhelmed too easily. Unless I am, again, missing a trick. It seems like this should be straightforward enough. There we go. An awkward construction left over of bridges and trapdoors for anyone to enjoy. Oh. Well, here's the level exit. I guess I'll be coming back this way later. Fast checking. I haven't found a secret room in this level as of yet. There may just not be any, but... Ooh! Pushing skippers around, and/or their nest. What is the deal with this room? So I need to hit that door with this orb, which closes those? Oh. So I can open those with the water skipper nest's help. Well, they point inward. Oh, okay. We don't want the skipper nest to open them. We want the roach to open. This is using the nest as a means to make the roach go somewhere different. The thing is, though, I really have access to more than just the nest. If I want, well, not with the north side, but if I want, I can spawn all the obstacles I need. They'll be kind of hostile to me, but I'll happily keep the roach from going the wrong way. Let's see, would this work? I think I need one more. Yeah, I need one more. Is this me breaking the room, or was it intended to be solved this way? Oh, well, there's that to consider. I guess I need to hold the roach in place instead? Alright. I think I can do that too. I think I'll just need a couple more skippers for that. I'm not sure how else I would solve this room, actually. Seems like this is the only way. I mean, I could be wrong, but... surely introducing the concept of beached skippers is worth a room anyway. Alright. Straightforward horde room with no raft. Looks like. Yeah, I think beach skippers are a really interesting element, because it's like a pushable that's constantly trying to kill you. If you happen to have a stick, I mean. So you have to be a little bit careful with how you push it around. Did I mess this up? I think I can probably salvage that. Maybe? Yeah, probably. Salvaged. I think some box winding up like that was probably unavoidable in this room. That's probably not the most efficient way for me to have handled, or for me to have let things build, but it was doable. So here we have access to a stick. And this is gonna blow things up. Cool. Is there some particular reason why I shouldn't just plan to kill all the queens. And then go blow up the bomb? I see. So... what am I to make of this? I'm yet to figure out why I need a stick. Okay, maybe this is why I need a stick. Because I need a way in and out of there without getting killed by this particular skipper here. So I'm sure that this nest can somehow help me with this. Although I don't yet know how. I suppose if this nest is sitting right where that skipper wants to be, that would be sufficient to block it. I can get it in that position. Anyway. This is very awkward to try to arrange. Okay, I really shouldn't have it where it's constantly spawning things, for one thing. That definitely makes things more complicated. Thinking it's just a little too far away from where I need it to be. Okay, there we go. Maybe this will fix it. That works, I guess. Alright. Interesting. Kind of an interesting stack of constraints there. stick appears pointless, but, well, anyone who's been playing this long generally gets to learn that things are usually not pointless. Okay, this might be the last room. Well, the penultimate room. There's clearly a room in the center to the west here that you have to clear this room to reach. So when you enter, you get a stick and you get to keep that stick. We need the skippers to be not in the central area, and we need the eyes to be not in the corners. So the goal here is to arrange things, although the eyes can just be killed that way. So they don't actually need to take up any space, strictly speaking. I feel like the more of these skippers that I put on the land instead of the water, the better off I'll be. Could be wrong with that thinking, but... I don't have to do anything else with that one. I just leave it there. I'll just shove this guy over there as well. That works. There's lots of room for you up here. This is an awkward position. Let's fix it this way. Isn't that good enough? Looks to me like that should kill everyone. Now, why is there a force arrow here? It's a little odd. Oh well. Oh. Well, I guess... Oops. That's fine. I did solve the room. I can just... do this. I guess I have to leave and come back to benefit from this. Which is slightly awkward. Maybe that's because this is a secret room? It is a secret room. Okay, it's a secret variant of the previous room. Okay. So the new constraint, what is it? Seems to be several things. Excuse me. The token was... Oh, it was on water, wasn't it? Okay, that makes sense, yeah. What is the deal with all this? So when you finish arranging things, you need to come here someone needs to be standing there. But then they need to move there to let you through. And then the same thing should happen here. The same thing should happen here. So I guess this is just, hey, rearrange the eyes into new positions. I think that's all we're dealing with here. So the eye that needs to be in this position is the one that's facing southwest. This one should go to the north. So this one should be up there. Basically just doing an eyeball rotation here. Certainly in this room it feels like the eyes existing has a little more of a point. Because in the original version, the non-secret variant of this idea, the eyes are just kind of a thing that you kill while you're busy doing everything else. Because the main thing it feels like you're doing is making sure that all the skippers will be caught in the explosion in that room. Which is something I'm going to need to negotiate in a moment, but for now, I'm mostly focused on rotating the eyes. Alright, they're all in position. Now I just need to fix the water-dwelling creatures to where they can die of explosives. I don't think I need to worry that much about them blocking the eyes from getting to positions where the eyes will die. And I guess I'll find out once I'm actually turning in my solution. But that seems like it really shouldn't be a big deal. Let's do this differently. You know what? That works. That works. This set of positions should be good enough. Okay. Wake the eye, put it on that. Then it goes off in its own direction. Wake that eye. Make sure both of them wander off the wall. Wake this eye. And as I come around to the south, okay, that is one problem, which I guess I accidentally avoided with this one, with that first one. Okay. So there is one more thing I need the skippers to do for me, I guess. That should be manageable enough. So for this, we'll need space, please. Right. If I just put them there. I want the air kind of going north-south rather than east-west here. Can I do that? Just need to clear some guys out of the way to make room to push things into a better position. That one that's really misplaced is a problem. Maybe I should go back a little bit. Yeah, let's start back from here-ish. Right now everything's in a usable position. There we go. That's where I really want those two to be right now. I don't really want to put it in that corner like that. Did it start there? I guess it started there. Okay. There we go. That was probably way more fun than it should have been. Right, that one's in position. Now, as I leave from here, well, I guess I'll worry about that later. And I think I want skippers here and to the south of there, or to the east of there. Okay, eyes are in position. Then I can use this skipper to help me out here, presumably. That might be overkill, but I don't know what else I'm going to use them all for, so maybe it'll be helpful. Alright, let's check this configuration and see what happens. I guess that's not really going to work. What would be the best way to deal with this? Well, if I actually stick that one on that force arrow, isn't that a good thing? Because it should get exploded then. And I might have messed up with that one, but let me just make sure I'm right about the others. Yeah, I might have overcomplicated things a little bit. Okay, go back. Okay, what's causing a problem is that this one can't get out quickly enough. So I need to fix that. Right, maybe that would be good enough. I'm not really sure how I got it in my head that I needed the eyes to not go on the force arrows. I think it's because I had an eye go on a force arrow too late when I was trying to solve it the first time, and somehow I thought that was like what the problem was. Whatever. It works. So, have I missed a secret room? Doesn't seem likely. There's not very many places one could be that I haven't looked at. Although, I don't think there's anything there. No, if that went east, it would just go straight to this room, which I've already been to. This level has something of a prevalence of a broken wall in its design. But I don't really see any secret walls anywhere. We had our here's a challenging room secret type secret, so maybe that was all? Anyway. Back on the boat. I don't think there's anything else to it. Alright, let's just move on. Very nice. Now for Parched Plaza, which is looking like it's going to be about broken orbs, maybe? I'm not sure. But wait, where's the way in? Oh, wait. When you say entrance, you mean entrance, not stairs. This is about the dagger. Of those who survived the fall of the West Castle, many more would die in the coming years as they struggled to tame and maintain the inhospitable territory they had landed in. But all was not quite hopeless. Every year, the ossuary rainwater seeped down through the rock, and there were a few patches that could be smoothed out and cultivated. And gradually, the population grew until the ramshackle refuge had turned into a thriving settlement. And it was only natural that, once the people became settled in, they began to take pride in their new dwellings, and to develop their own style of architecture and embellishment. So what if the monotonous red sandstone was the only material they had to hand? It could still be made beautiful, given enough work and love. Hey, looks like there's a village ahead. I could use some food. I'm resisting an urge to quote Titus from Final Fantasy X. I didn't do nothing. Ah! Hello? You can't get me now. You're also trapped, whoever you are. But I'm safe. I can stay here all day and you can't get to me. Look, I don't want to hurt you, I just... Not listening. Alright. But isn't there... Oh yeah, okay. Well, I guess I'll head off now. Fascinating. Hey there, friend. That's a pretty impressive weapon you've got there. Thanks, I call it the really big sword. I wouldn't take that into the village if I were you. People might get a bit alarmed. You can borrow my dagger if you like. Come here and I'll give it to you. I have to say, I would be highly suspicious of someone offering to give me a dagger if I come close. There, you're not quite as imposing with that little blade. And also it's lighter, so you won't drop trapdoors when you're carrying it. Hey, thanks. No problem, I've got plenty. But what about my sword? I'll leave it for you at the crossroads to the north. Maybe drop by a bit later and let me know how you got on. Sure. Well, I can't resist going back and clearing this room. That leads me this way. Hey, thanks for coming to visit. I don't get many customers these days. Just to reward you, here's an old key I found. I don't know exactly where, but I know it unlocks a door somewhere in the village. Thanks? No problem. You received a green parched plaza key. Yeah, parched kava pui. Anyway. Alright. So that will let me do something. I can't do much blocking with the dagger, but I'm sure it'll kill just fine. Yes, hordes are a natural introduction to daggers. It's so satisfying to kill two things at once with a dagger. Sometimes. Check it out, this would be a death sentence for a sword. But with a dagger, it's slightly less of a death sentence, I think. Yeah. Alright. Don't even need to stab those. West side. Don't need to stab those either. Very nice. Given the arrangement of things, I think this is a room about not stabbing queens for a bit. Yeah, we really don't want to close this door. Interesting to do this with queens rather than with, like, bombs. What does this do? Oh, yeah. This... Wait. Huh. Oh, I know. We can't avoid stabbing that queen, but we can put a replacement in its place. And we can be careful about stabbing the eye in a way that doesn't free all the queens. There we go. Alright. What's the deal here? All of these buttons open doors. Sure. I guess I need to do this to be able to kill the queens, probably. How can we survive that? I guess I just have to do it at the right timing. I feel sure I could have done this room a lot better, but what solves it, so, you know. A little awkward, but managed it more or less anyway. Ah, this is where she left my sword. I guess I need to drop the trapdoor here. Alright. Oh no! Please don't kill me! What makes you think I want to kill you? I thought you were with them. Who's them? What's going on down here? They're evil. They invaded the castle and killed everyone. That's why we had to hide down here. If they found us, we'll fight to the last man. Wait a second, I don't know who these people are, but I'm not with them. I work alone. You're really not going to kill me? Thank you. No problem, but can we talk? I want to know more about you. Well, sure. My home's just to the east. What happens if... Okay, if I accidentally bump him with the dagger, it doesn't kill him. That would have been hilarious, but I can understand not wanting to be funny in that way. So, what's going on? I don't want anyone to overhear. We'll talk when we get to my place. Rand's house. Village archives. Hey, I can't follow you. I need to look over my notes anyway. I should be ready when you come down. Grumble. Okay. I just need to kill another several horde rooms, I guess. Probably. Challenge. Smash 2 mirrors before switching to the dagger. Okay. So pushing these buttons closes those. You have to take a dagger to kill this eye. So this challenge is asking, where do you need a mirror? And I don't know yet. I guess that's not the best place for that. Maybe the north side? Or something more like this. There we go. Just have to line them up just right. That's all. Now, can I remember what I did with this one? Probably something like that, but better. There we go. 14 years bad luck. More since I broke all 4 of them, but sure. Next. Oh, I see. This is a speed room. This is get to the dagger quick. Not sure how to do that. Or wait. If I'm understanding the situation correctly, I have my suspicions as to what that scroll is going to ask me to do. But let's find out. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. How do I start this? I think this is the right approach. Ah, so close. can almost do it, but I'll die to that eye there. I have about 5 turns to spare, maybe? I really don't want to kill that one that's blocking him. If I could just turn around a little bit faster, I could do this way. That is one turn off the solution. Where have I lost a turn? Ah, man. Can I kill that one and still have time to turn around? I feel sure this is the right way to start. One turn off again. Where could I have possibly gained a turn? Still one turn off. There we go. From one turn off to like 4 turns ahead. Amazing. Yeah, I had this feeling once I tried it a single time that hurrying east first had to be the right approach to start with. Bringing a sword? Oh my god. That's perfect. That name is perfect. What? 50 moves. Of course it's more efficient to bring the dagger, though. So I guess none of the highest scoring demos are going to have used a dagger, probably. It's just that the cleanup is so fast with the dagger that you can't... the sword can't. Alright, what's the deal here? What? So taking the dagger just closes every exit to the room? Oh, except that one. I guess. Alright. So this is... Okay, so this room is about surviving long enough in a place full of hot tiles for the queen to spawn twice. Or, well, not even that, really. Or, yeah, you know, it is that. Because I need, yeah. Maybe I should face fully north. Yeah, that works. Don't try to wait on a hot tile. That won't work out very well. Alright, so I guess the point of all that is that it's just to keep the player from accidentally not going the way that you need a dagger to go after going to all the trouble of entering this room. Also, yeah, if you've already cleared the room and you took the dagger and you tried to leave some other way, then you would be stuck and unable to go this way. That makes sense. So that wasn't, like, malicious. That's to guard you from doing something stupid and being unable to actually, like, do things. So, are you going to finally going to tell me who you are and what's going on? Oh, sure. My name's Wenceslas. Sorry I got startled earlier. It's just, we're all terrified, really. We've been hiding down here trying to get on with our lives. But sooner or later they'll find us. Alright, but who are they? We don't know. They just came up through the tunnels one day. From then on, it was constant warfare until we had to abandon the castle. Didn't you take any prisoners? You could have got information from them. We didn't. They just kept coming at us, more and more. In the end, we were so outnumbered, all we could do was run and hide. Great, so you can't tell me anything useful anyway. And I don't suppose you know of any way back to the surface. No, it's impossible. They will be guarding all the passages now. Why are you so afraid of them? You would be if you saw them. They aren't normal men. Not normal? In what way? They're shrouded in darkness, and they send out a wisp that can find you wherever you hide. And then they tear you with horrible hooks. Blood everywhere. I saw my brother just lying there screaming as his life slowly drained away. I can't talk anymore. Leave me. Alright. So... Did Beethro ever get his food? I don't think he did. How do you open this door? Alright. I don't actually know where to go at this point in this level. I'm probably missing something really obvious, though. Yeah, I feel like it's a little bit... It strikes me as a little bit weird to hear someone say, "An unending horde of an army killed all of my friends, and I had to run away and hide," and then to be like, "Why are you so afraid of them?" Seems like a little bit of a strange response to that to me. I could be wrong, though. I mean, Beethro is kind of characteristically fearless, so maybe the concept of being afraid of a big army really just doesn't occur to him. I mean, considering that even in this hole, he just got finished slaughtering an entire guard outpost with 0 problems. Okay, we just exit this way. Which does raise the question for me of what this stairs is for, though. Because the door to that stairs has no way to open it, but this button that's under the token closes it. I didn't miss an opportunity to go through before, did I? I guess it might just be decorative stairs? Anyway, were broken orbs introduced before? I assume they must have been, and I just forgot. Anyway, so that was the Parched Plaza, and that's the last of this level. I really am curious about that one door with stairs. Oops. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Nothing opens this door, but that closes it. I guess it closes it just in case, even though that can't be open. I'm pretty sure I didn't miss a situation where I could have gone through the stairs. Alright, let me know if I'm actually missing something and these stairs are supposed to be accessible, but for now I'm marking them in my head as decorative. I mean, it's not implausible that we might come back to this, like, hiding people town and need to do more things in it. Maybe that's what the stairs are for? Because if there's no buttons that open them, then maybe an event opens them. Could be. Anyway. Alright, so... Veiled Fortress. Restricted access? Not anymore. I am unrestricting it. And the lighting change needed a moment to happen. Oh, okay. So, should I check that? I should check that. Since you told me, it's fine. I only went one step into that atmospheric main entryway. Yeah, Oh, I almost forgot. I got a key that I don't know how to use. Some guy was like, hey, you want an old key? You can have this key. It's a yellow key. Excuse me. I probably should try to do something with that before I forget that I have it again, now that I think about it. Oh. Well, alright then. I guess I used the key without thinking about it. Alright, that leads to this secret room, which is neither the archives nor Ren's house, nor this... I'm gonna assume this is a tourist attraction, because it's got like a plaque out front that's like, here's what this is about. Anyway, what is the deal with this? Got an area chock full of dagger tokens. You need to hit this orb to open that door, which is how you are then allowed to go do something involving decoys, which you need to do to be able to go through that. And then after you do something involving decoys, then somehow the roach should die. Okay. So first of all, I can make use of a decoy to place one sword in this area, which another decoy could presumably use for nefarious purposes, or otherwise. I'm not sure how to kill the roach, but I do know how I could kill a decoy here. If I were to walk through here, and if I placed a decoy here, say, then another one could be placed on the sword token, and that would kill him and open the way. But... maybe I can leverage the same idea, but with the roach. If I do that, and then this. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Alright, so I'm guessing that's what the key was for, since it did open an arbitrary yellow door. I guess we're not going to be able to browse the archives, though. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, I really should remember when I'm handed a key. That's kind of important. But, you know, Grodd doesn't have a native inventory system. Maybe the hub inventory would have told me that I still have a key for the parched zone. Well, I appreciate the reminder regardless, so I don't have to go back there from later on. Okay, dramatic lighting dim. Dramatic corridor with flames on either side. Zeroth place with 0 turns. Let me go take this. Alright, there's just a single person in here. So, you've arrived. You are aware that outsiders are not welcome here, are you not? The people here sort of give me that impression. And yet you persist. You fought your way through our defenses and killed several of our guards. To be honest, I should kill you right here. Hey, they attacked me first. You walked into their barracks wielding a large sword. What did you expect? I take offense to that. The proper term is really big sword. Whatever, I see no reason not to assume you are with the enemy. I don't even know who your enemies are, or who you are for that matter. Well, that is easily settled. My name is Ophiuchus, an envoy to His Highness, Prince Anglin the Voiced. To his... Wait, you mean you're in contact with the surface? There's a way back up? There is, but it lies through a labyrinth of caves in which you would be lost forever. Only if Prince Anglin permits will you be shown the way. And how do I speak with him? Fortunately, that is easily arranged. The prince is in his sanctum at the moment. If you wish to find him, simply follow the corridor behind me. Ooh. Dramatic corridor into existencing. Cool. Bump. Weird how he's saying I should kill you now when he's the one who's disarmed and just standing there. Ah well. Endless corridor. And so Bethro stepped into the final corridor that should take him to Anglim's sanctum, to the heart of the mystery, to the one person who could answer all his questions, and to a way back to the surface. All he had to do was traverse one corridor. Couldn't be that hard. So, about that. I've played La Mulana. Is Endless Corridor intentionally a reference to La Mulana? I'm sure it probably is. I'm just browsing. Excuse me. Clearing this room and returning to the main part of the level counts as 2 puzzles for the Indigo Door. Sure. Oh. So don't let that lava through? I'm not entirely sure how to not let that lava through. Yeah, how is this supposed to work? I messed something up earlier? No. There's just a lava here that's... makes it impossible to progress. It sure feels like I'm supposed to be able to go back and get the sword. Maybe use it to push a powder keg. Well, not use the sword, but use the fact that I'm not dagger form to push a powder keg in the way of that lava. But I don't see any way to get back. And maybe I'm not supposed to enter from this side? I don't know. I should probably try to explore the rooms from the entrance, actually. Try to understand what I'm actually dealing with. So, alright, entrance, sure. Can't do anything here right now. One south. We have a guard in two different places, which I think I can manipulate both of them into doing useful things for me. Maybe? Not entirely sure about that, but maybe. How can I keep him from doing that? Closer or farther away? I really need him to not step where the rattlesnake's tail was. Maybe it's not such a big deal? I guess it's not such a big deal. Okay. This should also be okay, I assume. I'll do that. And jiggling back up down again. Helps if I actually have enough space. Okay. And then do this one. The same way, more or less, I assume. Be farther south, maybe? Need to kind of delay his willingness to move north somehow. Did I mess up from the beginning? Oh, I might have done. So I have to start in a different position, I guess. I guess that works, probably, maybe? I'm not sure how to kill that mud baby, though. So if I let him go west, then he's just stuck that way forever. If I make him go east, then he's stuck there forever. What else? What other options do I even have? And I guess I can start from the south instead. That just creates the same problem. There's no way to make him cut the mud. I was wondering if there was a way for the mud baby to help, but I don't think so. I don't see how this is supposed to be possible. I can make the one on the west side do his job, but the one in the center just doesn't seem to be possible. Because either he goes one way and I can't make him go back, or he goes the other way and I can't make him go back. He just gets permanently stuck either way. If that one mud baby wasn't in the way, then he wouldn't be stuck. But I don't think it's possible after having him go west to make him turn his sword, like, ever. Like, I can't... He needs to turn his sword right here, and that's not possible to make him do. He only turns it after coming all the way to the north. Some magical way to put the mud baby in his way without him immediately stabbing it first? I don't think there is. There's no other way this room could be solvable. I mean, if I entered from the area where that guy is, I don't even think I can. Right? It's designed to where you can't. I wouldn't be able to kill the rattlesnake if I did that anyway. And coming in on the east side certainly won't help. Oh, well, there you go. You just have to enter in an extremely specific way. Okay. That's fine, I guess. Alright, you've done your job. Now you can die. Now I'll deal with the other guy, who should go exactly the same as before. Ta-da! My first room actually cleared. Now what about all this? I have access to a mimic. My goal is, presumably, to light the fuses and blow some stuff. So, okay. Yeah. I have access to a dagger, which won't be especially useful. What I really need is that stick. One of the sticks. But there's no way to take a stick without dropping all the trapdoors. I guess unless I do this. Then that would work. But I don't have a way to make this work now. Well, I haven't been using the mimic, so clearly the mimic has to be useful for something. I still can't get that far enough in for it to be useful. I don't see how the mimic could help with that. Maybe I see something that might work. Well, no. Now the mimic has the wrong weapon type. Is there a way to... No, the problem is the token has the wrong weapon type. Okay, I have an idea of how to do this, maybe. I think I need the mimic to bring me a stick. Not instantly screw everything up, too. Okay. Now I'm not sure how to do the remaining one. Someone has to be holding a stick and on that platform, on that bridge. Can I maybe... push something like this, and then bring it to position. Now there's no way for the mimic to get off that bridge, though. This on the other side, maybe? Oops, don't want to do that. Okay, that's in position. The mimic can leave. But now nobody has a stick. There's no way to push that in position. Yeah, I was pretty confident that would work. I don't see how this is supposed to work. Because either I need all 6 trapdoors to survive, because I need every one of them to push these across into the useful positions. But I also need a stick for every single one of them. Like, I have to be able to take a stick off of this bridge somehow. That's the only way this room can be solved, is if I can take a stick off of one of the bridges. Like, taking a dagger off of a bridge is not good enough. A stick has to come off of a bridge somehow. The mimic has to be on this bridge with a stick to actually get this powder keg into position. Like, the only way to possibly put this powder keg where it needs to go is exactly what I'm doing here. I have to push the keg with something onto the bridge, and then the mimic has to push it with the stick. So every bridge requires that I step onto its trapdoor holding a stick in order to put the powder keg into position, which would be fine if I could get a stick without using up a trapdoor. But as far as I can tell, that's completely impossible. There is no way to acquire a stick that doesn't involve dropping a trapdoor. That just isn't possible. If there was enough room to go around the powder keg here, then I might be able to make this work. But the only bridge with enough room to go around the powder keg is the other one. And is that what I need to do? take that. Let's put a stick here. Doesn't that solve it? Because now it can leave with a dagger? I think that works. I'm pretty sure that should work. I should put the mimic in first though. Okay then. So going around the mimic. Alright, so now what? Well, now I could go... So I think it feels an awful lot like I can't solve this from this side. I could be wrong, but it feels that like there's no way to go south from this side. In which case... I guess I should try to solve this room and then exit it to the north to be able to go east, to be able to go south on the road tiles there, I guess. Trying to do here. I want a rock golem to somehow be placed so that it will go onto that but isn't on that yet. Okay. So I would like... How do I do this? If the rock golem is, say, way up here, then I move, if he's here, and then I move into his line of sight, then he would come this way. But how could I... Guess I could try to pin one on this powder keg here. I don't think I should need both of them. This guy is really badly placed now. Yeah, them being stacked right up against each other is kind of a pain. I really need more obstacles to work with here. this possibly work? Maybe if I'm facing due north? Okay, I really should try to figure out what I'm even trying to do here before messing with that. What exactly can I do to make this work in the first place? Somehow, I need to have something be on this button, then off of this button, then on this button again. Or, no, off this button, then on this button, then off this button again. So somehow something needs to stand on this after I get through here, and then it has to leave this tile again after I go inside. Well, that's not on a force arrow, so if there's a golem standing here, reopening the door shouldn't be a problem. So the main goal here is just getting the golem to walk to that tile So I just need to somehow get a golem to walk to that tile in such a way that it's delayed, so that I can actually get there myself. So that I can get to where that button opens up in time. How can I delay it walking there quick enough for long enough? Okay, so that's the situation I need to create. Okay, now that I know what I'm actually trying to do, that should make this a lot easier to try to figure out how to do it. Okay, so I need a golem body right here, and I need the other golem to survive me putting a body there somehow. Bethro to survive me putting the body there somehow as well. Not sure how I can do that. And I guess the body could be here, where Bethro is standing now instead. So long as blowing up the barrel will destroy it, it doesn't really matter. How do I avoid... How do I keep this other one from dying or killing me? There's just too much in the way here. Or not enough in the way, maybe. Okay, this is a start, I think. Sorry, I only just saw your message saying congrats, that's a tough one. Alright, let's see. There's not enough room with it there for me to actually do what I need to do, though. Okay, maybe I can use this position to put it where I really need it. There. That other one just wouldn't move. Would be better. That's almost right. Diagonal. No, that one is blocked. There is not enough space and not enough things to use as obstacles to achieve what I have to do here. I really need these two golems to not be stacked up against each other somehow. But that just seems like an impossible thing to arrange. Okay. Now we're dealing with just one golem. Maybe I can put it in the position that I need it to be in. I think that's right. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So that one's where I need it to be. Now I can pull the other one back across into the position that I need it to be in. I hope. Now I don't have anything to get around the golem with, which is a huge problem. There's no way to retrieve one of these for that purpose, I don't think. Unfortunately, this stick token is directly in the way of what I'm trying to do now. Like, it'd be really nice if the token wasn't right there, to where I could actually go across that tile without problem. Just aren't enough things to put a golem up against in this room. There really need to be more obstacles for this. really nice if I could just move south there, but there's a stick token in the way. And admittedly, my own powder detector I placed there also. There's no way this is supposed to be this painful and fiddly. I just don't think so. Trying to use a technique that would work if that was a golem pile. There has to be a way, though. If he just wouldn't die, then I would be fine. But no, the spike traps have to be so large that there's just no avoiding that. If you could just stay still on this side while I push a keg up there, then maybe I would have a chance of making this work. There's just nowhere to put a rock golem in this room. There's nowhere he'll just stay put for 5 minutes while I go do something else. Okay, I think it should be better. Like we're back to normal. I just have to kick it, I guess. Okay. So, to try to vocalize my frustration a little bit, it is impossible, first of all, to just kill one of them in the necessary location while there are two golems up there. That's just not possible. The only way that I can actually do that is if one of them is down here instead. And the only way to keep one of them down here is if there are two powder kegs down here to keep it with. Like this. I need both of them to actually make this work. They have to be in just the right set of positions too. Something like that, I think. So the only way that I can start to do what's necessary in this room is if I can get a golem down in the south, over in the east side, which is stuck and not trying to follow me when I go back to the north. Then the golem in the north can be placed where the golem in the north has to be in order for the room to be solved. Only by doing this, and this is a massive pain to set up, because it's ridiculously picky as to exactly where the two kegs have to be. Doing exactly this thing right here is the only way to put the first golem where its body needs to be for this room to be solvable, as far as I can tell. Has to be right there. And somehow I'm doing something wrong with this. There works. But then, after putting that there, it's impossible to bring the other golem back up and such a way that it survives and can be placed where it needs to go. Because I again need 2 obstacles up here to do that. Where am I going to get another obstacle? The only option is to bring one of the powder kegs to the west side to serve as that obstacle. That's not possible because every time I try to do anything that lets me bring a powder keg to the west side, this golem just follows me there, and I can't have it there while I'm trying to set up the powder keg. It's nearly impossible just to extricate the keg from this position in the first place at all, especially with this token in the way. Sure would be nice if I could go straight south here, but no, there's a token directly in the way. I moved both of the powder kegs 1 tile north. Is that helpful? Maybe? I give up. This challenge is impossible. But at least it's just a challenge. I know how to solve the room. There just is not enough in this room, not enough resources to work with, and too many obstructions to achieve what it's asking with the challenge. Right? Yeah, it is. Okay. That's not enough time. Alright. What a room. Okay, that wasn't necessary to be able to go this way, but I really wanted to clear it up before trying to go this way. Although... yeah, with where the golems start, you couldn't possibly clear the challenge coming from the north. You could maybe clear the room coming from the north, but not the challenge. There's absolutely no way you could get around those two to place one where it has to be. Anyway, I'm done thinking about that challenge. So... yeah. That does that. What's with this tile? Oh, that's a black gate. Right. Oh. Deadly Rooms of Death just crashed. When I tried to exit. I think that was probably a scripted level exit. I mean, that's the only thing it could have been. The thing is, that's, we did the Parched Yard one, and that one worked fine. Alright, I don't know what caused the crash. Is it going to be consistent? I vaguely remember a post in the bugs board saying there was a crash of some sort. Maybe it was this one? Oh, that seems to be consistent. I don't know what's going on with that. Well, okay. I am coming pretty far into where I would want to stop anyway. This was a pretty rough room. I don't think... yeah, no, there's no way to go north from there. I'm fairly convinced that I can't go south through this room here in the middle. Not that that should matter. But why this particular... why is this particular scripted exit causing a crash? That's weird, right? Well, whatever. It's going to be a while. I think I have something I'm going to be doing next weekend, so it's going to be a bit before I'm coming back to this. So maybe the crash will be fixed by then, or I'll figure out what's wrong. I guess one option I have is to, because I have 2 installations of Drawt on this computer. I have a very beta 5.2 version. I could briefly play the hold in that version just long enough to go past where the crash is, which is presumably fixed in 5.2. Whatever. I'll worry about that later. But for now, thank you for watching. You have a good week next week. Wish me luck. I have some more hard work to do. And farewell for now.